This is Florida Natural Farming at Frog Valley Tropical Fruit Farm, and I'm gonna go pick some mangoes, some Malika mangoes. I had somebody, one of the people from this channel is in the area from Dallas, and they wanted to get some fruit. So usually people come by here, I can find them fruit. I guess I charge them. Our mangoes are $10 a pound. Most of them are sold all the time, but we have some MB fruit. They're $5 each. And I sell seeds, fresh seeds. There's no mango seeds available, and there's like MB is $5 each for the seeds. Anyway, this is our, I want to look at our rare house plants. This is like my favorite variegated philodendron, the Philidendron Frieza Verde. It's just the variegation on it is so beautiful. And it was a tiny little tissue culture with just this leaf and this little leaf and probably one other leaf. And then it grew this leaf, and then it started growing up, and now it's, when it gets warm, the variegation comes out strong, and it's nice. It's a nice, it's amazing how big it is. I love it. Of course, if you watch this channel, you know I'm kind of obsessed with these things. And this is Philidendron gloriosum, and this is Philidendron meme. I like these. This is Philidendron pastazanum. This is Philidendron soterai. This one is stunning. This is Plowmanii, and it's obviously a silver form. Got like bolete leaves, and I like that, the texture. I'm obsessed. I had to up-pot my little tissue cultures of the philodendrons, and here's Philidendron corrugatum. It's the very corrugated leaves. This is a new leaf on it, and this is Philidendron verocapitiolum. I love them. I'm obsessed with these philodendrons. So the variegation plants are the ones that grew the fastest, probably because of the ones that I was most obsessed with. This is Philidendron domesticum variegated, and so I put it in this bigger pot. And this is our Philidendron Jose Buono, and these are all just leaf cuttings. So they're doing quite well. This was a tissue culture of Philidendron ring of fire. And this was a node cutting, one of my earliest videos, I think where I talked about these plants. This was just a node, no roots. Get that bug, please. Nope. Scared it off. This is my newest variegated Epiprenum, Pinnata variegata. Isn't that Cebu blue? I love them. I moved this over here. I love this plant. I ripped the leaf on this freaking bamboo. Philidendron angartense. This is Philidendron giganteum blizzard. It's got good variegation. You got to give them a little bit of sun. poor lily begonias have been relegated to the edges. So I watch this plant lady, Jasmina Lowe, on YouTube. She's in my like channel. She does houseplants, semi-hydro in out of New York. And you know, I may not believe in her way of growing, but she inspires me, and she does a lot of cuttings because she has issues with her imports. So she chops them up and she experiments, and so she does some in water and some in her soilless mix. And the ones in water do great. They grow roots. So I got this heterocraspidon philodendron I chopped up. So that's what she does. She chops them up and makes plants out of them. And that's what I need to do. So I'm experimenting with the water. So these are all grown organically and biodynamically. Same way we grow our rare tropical fruit trees. I'm obsessed with this Etsy purchase of Philidendron Tenue Chironier cross. I mean, she knows when I'm talking good about her, I know that. So some of the import plants they just don't do anything. And I'm sure it's because of the fungicides that they were sprayed with and stuff. And so this is our Philidendron luxurians that I thought was growing, and then all of a sudden it decided to act weird. And so I changed the pot and put her over there. Mix it up for her. It's not anything, I think it's just the imports. It's sometimes the change, and then going from highly sterilized and no life in the soil to full of life. It's just sometimes some plants don't respond well right away, so you have to shake it up and chop them up. Thanks, Jasmina. It's our newest leaf on the this is what started it all, was my Monstera deliciosa node I bought for myself at Christmas, secretly hoarded, planted outside, and there it is. It's finally getting some color back in it. Sent out a couple of green leaves, but I think that's over with. So I collect alocasias too. Is this Regal Shields? That's New Guinea. I think there's something else over here. Yeah. But I planted these aeroids out here, and they're doing good. And that's not an aeroid, that's a xanthum right there. But there's, they're crawlers. It's moved. It's over there now. Soderoy is this was like a one leaf cutting that I did just a couple months ago, and put it out here, and it's like, I see a new leaf there. It's just like, I see they like a little sun, morning sun. And I have a gloriosum over here that I look like the rabbits were getting, but it was a tiny little seedling gloriosum. And it's doing okay, Philidendron gloriosum. And then this is Philidendron mame, and that's all new growth. This was the first leaf right there, the leaf cutting. So they seem to do okay, and probably better they're out in nature than under my care indoors watering them incorrectly. I gotta get my bowl for my mangoes now, so I'm gonna go on to a mango hunt. This look at this leaf on the Anthurium nigrolaminum. It's a new leaf. It's just, I mean, hello. It's gorgeous, blood red, new growth. Yeah, I'm obsessed, obviously. It's a new leaf on the Anthurium pendulaminum. And this has very nice leaves, big leaves. That one had scars. It had a scar that came with the plant that came through on all the leaves. This was the first leaf it put out. This was the second leaf it put out. And I see there's just a little bit of scar left on that leaf. See on the right? Probably handling from packaging or something like that. I don't know. So I meet such great people through my YouTube channel that I guess just for that reason it was good for me to start it. Okay, I see a Super Julie over there. Is that Julie, Super Julie or Juliet? All the mangoes, it looks, I thought there was going to be a lot of bloom, but it looks like mostly new growth. But some are blooming. I'll take you back by those. Yeah, Super Julie. She's not quite ready yet, but she's looking good. Little tiny tree, 2 years in the ground. I've gotten some fruit off of it already. I forget how many I had, not very many, but they're big fruit. I didn't realize they were so big. So I got all these Philidendrons, and these are these look like Philidendrons also, but I'm not gonna pick the Philidendrons today. So I sold a bunch of Malika fruit to that person that came by. My scale wasn't working, but I got it working finally. So I had to kind of guess. Malika is one of those that if you wait too long, I guess the flavor can be weird, but I tend to pick them early, so that was picked early. I knew I should have waited. Okay, so here's this Namdak Mai tree. It's already given us two. This is the second crop. So little crops, little. First was like 6 fruit, second was like 4 fruit, and then third didn't produce fruit, but this is the 4th. Bloom. I see fruit on there. Yep. And it's got a lot of bloom on it. So I would love to have some Namdak Mai mangoes in October. I mean, who wouldn't? June, July, August, September. Probably ripen up quicker in the summer, so probably September. Please. It's a huge buttercream mango. This was only 2 years from a small 3-gallon. And it's 9 feet and thick without water. That's why it's just insane what they've done to the education of how to grow plants, how far off the natural path they went. And that's why plants only grow at 15% of their potential, the average plant. Pretty obvious to me, citrus is being the largest crop in Florida, and a 100-year tree has been reduced to a 15-year-old lifespan on a citrus, Florida citrus, the average. So that's 15%, right? So it seems to me that that's the correct number, generalizing. Because they went so far away from natural growing, and think that you kill life in order to grow life, and that's, nothing can be further from the truth. Life begets life, and life creates Eden. That's why you can walk through something like this, but you can't walk through a Florida citrus because they're so polluted. I mean, it's just, it's common sense. So basic that it's surprising that people lost their way. It's just that we lost our way. Just marketing did it. Okay, who am I looking for? I was gonna go get, these are the mangoes that froze. I'm gonna plant some bananas in here. As soon as I get some pups to divide. Go over to this orange sherbet. Problem with having mangoes spread, 350 mangoes spread all over the place is you got to check them all the time, which is good. So the guy Joe that was by here yesterday with his family, a very nice family from Dallas, wanting to move to Florida, but the land's so expensive, and obviously he wants to grow organically. So these are looking like, yes, maybe. I'm gonna try it. Yes, perfect. This one maybe not. Yeah, this one's perfect too. Just a very little bit of sap. So I'm gonna pick these. Maybe not all of them, but some of them. No, they're good. Yeah, I think that's just it. Still see no flowers on this guanabana tree. This is gonna be a monster tree. I have to get over to my beach house and pick my cack mangoes, because I've been told that they look ripe. The tree's gigantic, so you have to get a picker to get them. Heading. I think I'll make a stop at this Garcinia gardneriana tree. The cha-chas, they're all doing great. I mean, this will be a huge cha-cha farm. One of the largest, especially since we got such a head start on planting and figuring out how to do it. Garcinias. They, like, if you leave those too long, the gardneriana, the lemon drop mangosteen superior, or whatever it's called, whatever new name they came up with, they, like, aren't very good. But on the MB fruit, you leave them on there, the longer they're on there, the better they are. They don't go bad. They just will drop off and then rot. These things will just go bad and stay right on the tree. Well, not bad, but past their prime, the fruit will start, you know, there's not a lot of it, and the fruit will start disappearing, basically. Bananas are looking good. Finally have some bananas that are blooming again after the freeze. It stopped everything. Okay, let's go pick the bananas, or the mangoes, Eric. People want to move here to Florida. Glad I moved here when I did, because I wouldn't have been able to afford it today. Who is that? I forget. I think it's a Juliet or something like that. Maybe not. There's a tag on it, but I'm not going to look for it. Didn't look ready. Looks like we're gonna have lots of potes. Oh, that's right. There was some. Should I see this? This tree is leafing out again. This is a female Garcinia humbromiana tree. And usually when they are leafing out, they start flowering. So I was hoping to see some flowers, but I don't see any. So not yet, I guess, or maybe they just do it in the spring. I don't know. I have a feeling that that continuously does it. So this is another Garcinia gardneriana, which I'm glad I finally figured it out. And oh, look at all that flower. So this one is just starting up. This one's a continuous flower, so I'm sure that that other one is the seashore mangosteen that we just looked at before that one. Got some blue lily pillies, you know, this is Syzygium, native Australian thing, but the blue one, they're so beautiful. I can't wait till they have fruit. So this little Braziliensis is, Garcinia Braziliensis is starting to flower again, and it seems to give fruit year round. So here's another blue lily pilly. So this is there's one ditch here because they had drainage ditches, like shallow ditches. And when we moved here, they would be full of water. But now there's no water in them, even when everyone else is all flooded. It's very bizarre that they couldn't have figured this out in Florida before, or they forgot. I don't know. I don't understand it. I don't understand. People just get caught up doing the same old thing, and it becomes dogma, kind of like the biodynamic people. You're gonna spray those sprays forever. Like, no, I don't think I do, because I'm not gonna do that forever. It's like, it's here, the biology's here. It's a year-round system, so it doesn't die. So here's the other Malika tree that mangoes. Yep. Kind of close, but that one's not. This one wasn't. So maybe I'll wait on this tree. Maybe I'll wait. I see claw marks on this fruit, so I'm gonna take it. It was okay. Don't want the claw marks. So being organic, you have to use organic picking. I mean, you have to show, because you have to keep a record of the path of the fruit from the tree to the customer. So I have these wooden, like, mid-century bowls that I have a few of, and I only use organic olive oil and organic lemon juice to clean them, and at the same time, and this is what I use. I can't carry huge giant things, and I have a wagon. And the mangoes that I ship to people, I just put right in the box with the wagon. The postal box. But this year I'm not shipping, I'm not having to ship mangoes. I know people want them, and I feel bad that I can't, like, provide fruit to everyone. But I can only do what I can do, and last year it was so horrible for me that it almost ruined me on wanting to be a fruit schlepper. This year has been a little easier. Here's some Juliets. Okay, I'm gonna walk back to the back mangoes. Everything's doing really well. All the little trees, all the little bananas, all the little heliconias I planted this winter. Little mangoes from last year. Little mangoes from 2 years ago, little mangoes from 3 years ago. Cassava, bananas. I got all this cassava from somebody I met here in Florida. Grows like this. Has zebu cows. Doesn't eat organic. This is a cashew. This was a philodendron, the cutting that somebody I met through my channel that lives near here does aeroids and, like, organic gardening, like permaculture, I guess. I don't know. Looks like permaculture. It's all the same, really. Natural permaculture, Korean. Indian zero budget natural farming. Kind of the only difference is I leave everything undisturbed. So all this stuff I don't mow and I don't walk on. I just use it to grow seed grown trees. Little citrus are doing good, and ginger and stuff like that. But why did I set my bowl down? Because it was heavy, I think. I'm gonna go back and look at those mangoes, and then I gotta empty that bowl and maybe bring the wagon back there. What are you birds doing in my citrus trees, attacking all my fruitlets? Is that what you're doing? Certainly are. I'd like to get some citrus today, or this year. Deer flies are a problem. I thought these lychees were fruiting, but they're just like sending out big, huge new growth. A little citrus. I had a bunch of cashew through here, but I don't see any cashew coming out. But the citrus, never a problem. Okay, this is a J33 jackfruit, and she's not blooming. I think those freezes pushed us back a little bit on some of our trees. Yeah, we didn't get damage on everything, or most everything survived just fine, but it definitely slowed it down for a year. But things are starting to pop again. So that's one of the trees that died. Can you see it? That dead tree right there. Poor little thing. But most of them are just fine. Okay, here's one that's blooming. This is a buttercream. I've never had buttercreams that, of course this is just the second year, so it's quite a bit of bloom on it too. It's mixed bloom, some have no bloom. So maybe some of these mangoes that are sending out early growth are gonna send out flower buds too. Here's a birds have not started attacking my mangoes, thank God. It's my mini cows. I love my darling little cows. The grass is really growing good. I can't, the sun is like, can't really look over there because the sun is coming from the east, and I'm not even gonna bother trying to see if there's blooms on them. I'll just go right to the back. Here's a fruit punch. This is the start of the fruit punch. Here's an orange crush jackfruit. Looks okay. Grafted tree. Okay, here's some fruit punch. I don't see any blooms on you. Nope. There's a fruit punch. There's a fruit punch. I don't see any blooms. Oh, there's a raccoon. sure my raccoon people would like some mangoes through here. It's a little seedling from last year. Kind of hard to see right there. Looks very good. Okay, there's some. There's our fruit punch. It's amazing how much branching they're doing from the freeze. Because of the freeze, I'm sure. Freeze and then followed by the drought. But these are all just 2-year-old mangoes from 3 gallons, so don't judge them too harshly. All the ones we've just looked at, so. More than half of our trees are from 3 gallons. We planted just 2, well, I guess it's 2.5 years ago now. Raccoons, rabbits, birds, snakes, butterflies. Florida's got it all. Okay, there's a, I see a cotton candy mango left. Let me go over there and look at these. But first I'm gonna look at this flowering ice cream mango. This has been our best producing ice cream mango tree, and it kind of took a hard hit from the freeze and didn't set any fruit, but it's doing a partial bloom. I can't really tell if it's going to be the whole thing, but I'll take a partial bloom. Hello. Bunch of pride. Or is that it? Nobody's been getting these. We got some curry mangoes. The curry's starting to bloom also. But it wasn't like a super huge mango year. It was like a mango year that I could deal with, which was nice. Oh, yeah, I see the creatures are helping themselves. These don't seem like they're quite ready yet. But I hate it when they get my fruit and I see claw marks on this. I'm just gonna pick this one. She wasn't quite ready. I got a little ways to go, I think. Nice, clean Valencia Pride mangoes. They're big. Bought a freeze dryer, so it's going to be delivered. On, I forgot about all that cotton candy mango. It's going to be delivered next week, so I love freeze-dried mangoes. Took a while for it to make because they have such a strong demand. It said 12 weeks, but it only took like 4 weeks. It's the ice cream mango that I'm gonna pick. Yep, it's ready. Nasty. Raspberries. These are big, fat ice cream that wasn't ready. Oh well. Let's still a learning experience for me. You know, I didn't grow up in Florida. I grew up in California. They don't have any mangoes growing in Northern California. It's all marijuana and wine. Along the coast, inland, it's almonds and other thing. Everyone just does monocrops. It's so strange. It's like they think everyone's getting rich, so they I thought I removed all these plastics from these little 3-gallon pots, but probably because all the raspberries here. Okay, where's that mango at? There it is. Oh yeah, I'm gonna pick it because it's changing color and it's ready. Okay, so the ice creams and a bunch of prides are not ready yet. The carry I know are too small. They're like quarter size. A couple months maybe, if they make it. Seems like they have less chance of making it in the summer, because I guess because it rains so much. Oh, the shade is nice. It's reason enough to plant a mango crop, or a mango forest. Anyway, this is Florida Natural Farming. Hope you have a good day.